Cancer, welcome to your March 2019 general tarot reading. I'm using the, what are these called? The Wild Unknown deck. We've got some nice cards. Oops. I gotta be careful because this is about to go out. I don't plug it in. Okay. Oh, these are hard to lift up. I think there's going to be two cards that come out, and these are both the challenge cards. How about that? Because I can't choose. Put that there. Wow. We've got some great cards. So the heart of the matter is the Six of Pentacles. And this is a card of give and take in monetary affairs. Or, you know, it's funny that it can be give and take because it's also about giving, you know, charitably, or taking from others charitably. If you need help. Actually, there's cards that suggest that you may get help from your family. And it's also this idea of, like, if it's a relationship issue, that the energy that you're putting into it has an equal exchange. And, you know, it's unfortunate that people misunderstand that, because I'm not referring to tit for tat, and a lot of people do think in those terms. I'm referring to that there seems to be, like, both people seem to be invested in the relationship. Notice that we use words that we would associate with money, like invested, in relationships. And with Pentacles, it's easy to just focus on the monetary side of things, but I want to broaden it for people that are experiencing this in relationships. It's like, are you getting in return the kind of, you know, the kind of relationship that you're looking for, you know, that you are putting your time and energy into? Are you getting those dividends back in the form of somebody who is really connected to you? I mean, that would be the ultimate proof of that. In the past position, we have the Ace of Wands. So this is like a new venture. Sometimes if it's like a love relationship, it can be like an affair, like kind of like a very hot, kind of maybe fast moving, you know, relationship, and possibly with a fire sign like Aries or Leo or Sagittarius. And, you know, then it kind of like makes you think, well, is that all there is? I mean, I feel like I'm in love with this person and they are acting, you know, are they really someone, are they going to be there, or are they going to just kind of like be a flash in the pan? But with any kind of like entrepreneurial thing, which I could totally see with the Ace of Wands, that you're very passionate about. The Six of Pentacles can be about receiving, maybe even receiving like a loan or something like that, where you're getting money for it. Now, the higher message is the Ten of Cups. So this is the card of happily ever after, emotional, you know, it's like emotional closure in a sense, because 10 is the end of a cycle, but it's that feeling that this, whatever it is that your desire has come to its completion. You know, like the Nine of Cups is a card of like kind of indulging in pleasure, in things that make you happy, that give you pleasure. The 10 to me is like the apex. It's like you know, you work hard on something and then you get to enjoy the benefits of that producing happiness, not just with you, but even within your family, and that feeling of, you know, I did it. I find, you know, I like of having that accomplishment, and so, and it's also the card of marriage. Okay, the Ten of Cups. So this can be something that is, as a higher message, is actually saying, you know, this is what the typical Cancer is looking for, is a committed relationship. They're not looking for an affair. So, you know, are you getting your head turned, or is this really something that is going to last, that's going to stand the test of time? And with the two cards that I picked that were both challenge cards, let me, now they've been buried. One is the Two of Pentacles, and the other is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, I mean, come on, that's so creepy. Let's start with the Four of Cups. Probably the Four of Cups is about as close to a total antithesis of the Ace of Wands as you can get. The total opposite of it. The Four of Cups is a sense of inertia, a sense of dissatisfaction, and that these are the challenge cards. So you have to watch for that within yourself. You know, I would say too that this could be a deeply ingrained pattern within you, not necessarily indicative of what is, you know, actually happening. Maybe you have a lot of good stuff happening. But you know, the other thing too is that, to me, if this is a relationship issue, that you may be on the rebound, and that you were feeling like the Four of Cups, and so you were trying to kind of make yourself feel better by this relationship, and really it's kind of a distraction more than something that's going to be like the Ten of Cups, like a marriage, a committed relationship. And so look at the areas of your life where you feel kind of blah and dissatisfied, and you will see what areas need to kind of change and be transformed. And then the other card was the Two of Pentacles, and this is a card of being very busy. You know, you may have a day job. If this is a new business that you've launched, you may have a day job to take care of that, and it's just making you very harried. And so you have to schedule downtime for yourself, because you're doing two things. The Two of Pentacles can mean two jobs, juggling them. And you have to, even if, you know, maybe it means that you can't work on your business as many hours as you would like, that you have to cut back on that and do it more gradually, even though you may be chomping at the bit for it to really get off the ground. And but you need to, like, kind of marshal your forces, perhaps. What's coming in is represented by the Hermit card, and I think it's funny because I think of the crab when I think of this. You know, he's hiding away under his shell. The Hermit card is connected to Virgo, and I think that what this can mean is that you need to get in touch with your yourself at a deep level to decide how to proceed. Maybe you are, I think with the Four of Cups in particular, you may have certain ingrained traits that don't allow you to perceive things in as positive a way as you need to. It's not that I think Cancer is a sign of negative thinkers, but I do think it's nervous Nellies, as they call them. People that, you know, being very afraid of what's going to happen to my future, what, you know. And when you think like that, you can't help but experience a lot of anxiety, and in this case, you know, with the Four of Cups, even a lack of enthusiasm, because you may feel like, well, yeah, maybe it's good right now, but eventually it'll die down and die out. Or how can I sustain this, even if I'm having a good experience? And so it may be negative self-talk that you need to deal with. But the Hermit is about going within. It's not about asking other people their opinions on your life and what you should do, but asking your higher self. If this is a relationship issue, you also need to like really connect with yourself and ask yourself the tough questions about what this relationship is really all about. The outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. Isn't that a beautiful drawing? I love that. I actually got this card with another sign, and I said that I was going to go off and see if the Ten of Pentacles is in fact connected to Capricorn, and of course I didn't. But it is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, just like the Hermit, or Taurus. And I do think because Capricorn rules the 10th house, that it might be connected specifically to Capricorn. But in any case, looking at it from that angle, and all the planets in Capricorn, we have the South Node, or, points, I could say. South Node, we have Pluto, and we have Saturn. And this is your 7th house of committed partnership. So knowing this means that Cancer people have to realize that they are being transformed in their concept of relationships. And this could be somebody who comes into your life that feels like it's a very familiar relationship, and it could be a karmic relationship, and it's very tempting. But, the North Node is in your sign right now. So you have to really honor yourself, Cancer, but challenge yourself. Don't accept the status quo. I think Cancer people, they really want to, feather that nest, as I always say, with the 4th house. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with financial stability. The Ten of Pentacles is actually about family wealth, but it can be, if we're talking about relationships, it can be the kind of relationship that, you have generations of that family. So you meet somebody, you marry them, you have children together, and then they have children, and it just propagates this whole lineage, if you will. For those people who are older and still wanting to get married, I'm not saying that you have to bear children to experience the Ten of Pentacles. It can simply be that maybe your families are joining forces. I've gotten 2 cards that are connected to family. Actually, the number 10 is connected to family. But the Ten of Cups, which is on the emotional side, and the Ten of Pentacles is more, that sense of constancy, the tangibility of the earth element that speaks of endurance, So maybe it is with a Virgo person, who knows? Maybe that's what the Hermit card is supposed to represent in love affair, and love relationships, I should say. Okay, Cancer, that's what I have for you. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.